Bonjour ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Obviously a very different one. I'm not dying, but I'm not lying either. Maybe dying inside. I have 2 years left to make this work. This, me and you, mainly because I'm a uni student. I'm halfway through my course, literally halfway actually, and from now to the point that I finish my course to all the way until the couple months of lenience I'm gonna give myself to really give this a go before I have to look somewhere else and just do a job because I need the money. I am gonna try and make this my full-time gig, which has been my dream for as long as I can remember. Actually, I do remember wanting to be an art teacher. I don't really know where that came from. I have about 15 different YouTube channels. You know, every year I'd make about 2 because I keep on seeing an idea or seeing a franchise that I could do YouTube videos in, or if I watched someone else's videos, I was like, I can do better, and then proceeded to make 2 YouTube channels on the worst channel I've ever seen in my life, abandon it, and then make another one. And it's kind of been on and off like that for the past 8 years. And saying 8 years is like, wow, that's basically half my life. A little bit less, but you know, basically half my life. Not really putting much effort into YouTube. And then lockdown comes, and obviously a lot of people took the impact of lockdown and really benefit from that by making YouTube videos or different types of media, because obviously we were all at home at that time. People like Tommy Innit, for instance, who blew up mainly because of the amount of people that were there. He's obviously got a large audience that follows him now, but his initial audience really got boosted by COVID. And I really wish that happened to me as well, except I think I was 12 during COVID. 12, 13. No, I wasn't. I need to figure this out. I was 14. 13, 14, I think. And I think I was just too young to understand YouTube at that point. I started making videos on this channel in July of 2020 because of lockdown, because I had nothing else to do. I'd recently just really gotten into watching football videos talking about my team, Chelsea. And I watched this guy called Eunice Talks Football. So I thought, obviously I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I'm gonna call it Young Talks Football because I'm young and he's old. I proceeded to make some of the worst videos ever. I started selling on eBay as well, just random crap in the house. I got enough money to buy a £14 mic, get it delivered, and make a YouTube video on a PowerPoint slide talking about possible Chelsea transfers, which I literally watched his video, got the news, and then just did my own video on a PowerPoint to it. They were awful. Somewhere there, maybe towards November, December, I started to make some funny compilations. I was watching funny compilations of football players and I thought I could do that too. I'm good at funny editing. I'm very good at thumbnail editing, and that's where this kind of all transpired from. My first couple thumbnails are obviously really bad, but I had a really natural knack of it, even when I was very young. Not necessarily a good thumbnail by like Mr. Beast standards or really optimizing everything, but a nice presentable thumbnail that is funny. I uploaded this like 4-second video of Mason Mount. It's not got a thumbnail, it's a 4-second video. It's just kind of like a Snapchat video, and it got 20,000 views, which was insane. And then the next week I uploaded a funny moments of his, and that's where I started to take off. 100,000 views, 200,000 views. Other videos, I did a Christian Pulisic one, which is the #1 Christian Pulisic video out there, I think. All of that. I then took a couple months break, you know, maybe doing a video every month or every 2 months. And it slowly started to dry down to the point where I was hardly getting any views anymore. Although even 100 views, 200 views, you know, I should still have accepted and loved. But I also, way before I stopped making videos, I stopped loving making them. I think the type of content I was making, the funny compilations, which I always titled Someone Doing Something for 2 minutes and 27 seconds, because that was the kind of meta at that time when I was 14, 15. People weren't watching those videos anymore. We were out of lockdown, people didn't care. People weren't so parasocial, looking into footballers' lives and their personal lives and watching everything. I also lost the love for it. I made a couple videos that weren't my best just to get something out there, and it wasn't working, and I abandoned this channel. I tried to start another YouTube channel at some point when I was 17, 18 maybe, and I put a lot of effort into it. I streamed, I did YouTube videos, not that many, but enough to the point where I just felt like the world was against me and nothing was ever gonna work. And I just didn't do YouTube for 7, 8 months after that. Just kind of stopped. Still watching YouTube every day. I watch like so much YouTube. When people say I don't really watch YouTube, I don't get it, because all I do is watch YouTube in the background, to sleep, everything. And then in the middle of the night, I kind of woke up and I wrote in a notebook with my eyes closed. I was hoping that it would go down. I didn't even know if my pen was open. But I had the idea to kind of rebrand this channel, which was originally The Football Youth, that I've now changed to MF Roadman, because man's a roadman, innit? And I always knew I wanted to do gaming. I like football, I like watching football, I don't know anything about it, so I couldn't be a channel that actually talks about how the games are going and the tactics and so on and so on. I like gaming, which is a childish thing, but I just do like it. And I've taken a more adult perspective in this case, really breaking down games and game companies and stores and things like that. Found some success in some videos not so much, but I enjoy making these videos regardless of how many views they get, and I do appreciate those 50 viewers, even if I get, a video that only gets 50 views. I remember the struggles I had on the YouTube channel I just recently made, like 2 years ago. That number seems so big. I think the problem with the whole thing was at a young age, I saw some videos get success, randomly drop off, tried everything I could, and those were my standards at the time, and it kind of warped everything. And if I want to keep doing this, I have to realize that one video can just balloon up instantly. So my plan is to make more game documentary videos, gameplay videos. I have a week on James Bond, boom. And I want to talk about game companies like Telltale and kind of dive into their catalogue of games and rate them as a company. All of these things, which, you know, just like the football, I don't know much about. CEX I knew a bit about, as you can tell. Every other store or every other topic I've really covered I don't know much about, but the research is quite fun and I'm learning as other people are hopefully learning, thanks to, you know, inspiration I get from channels like Scott Stash, what the flip is it called? Scott the Was, Nathaniel Bandy, Itchy Nose. Itchy Nose is not a YouTube channel. As you can tell, I have an itchy nose, which is why I'm itching it, which is why I said itchy nose. It's not. The one thing that's kind of stopping me from making loads of videos is just the editing, really. I like doing the edits that matter, the funny edits, the things that keep you entertained, but actually cutting down where there's no dialogue or sourcing images from the web, having to alt tab constantly or record footage from like companies and stuff like that and then put it in the videos is such a slog. I'm about to say slag, sorry. But I do want to keep on doing it. I don't have the money to obviously hire an editor or the fan base to even consider that a good idea. I look at channels like Danny Aaron's, who I used to love watching and is still doing fairly well, but has got a completely different fan base now. Don't hate him, I think he's lovely. I don't know why there's a lot of hate to him, but I've seen his videos go from very personal, funny, to kind of the YouTube standard, the industry standard of Mr. Beastification, if that even is a word. I feel like it probably is in the Urban Dictionary. Optimizing everything when it's not really optimizing our creative mind and making us laugh. And it's the same font, same subtitles, same segues, and it just gets boring and it feels like everyone is just an industry plant. So yeah, I've got a lot more that I want to do. I actually really wanted to do streaming when I came back from university for this whole Christmas break. I just got into doing platinum trophies. I say just got into doing them, I've only done one, my first one. All I have is a PS3 at the moment, so I thought I'd come back and I could stream it, except my off-brand Ugreen capture card won't capture this PS3 because of some sort of like HDMI signal that is not supported. I don't really know, but it kind of ruined my plans. I do have a PS5 that I will be getting for Christmas, so could do stuff on that later. Definitely will when I get back to uni at least, but I was hoping I could really grind and do some streaming. So check out my streaming, like keep a watch of it, because I think I'll be pretty entertaining. And when I get to 3,000 subscribers, I will pour an ice bucket over my head. Not just ice, because that'll probably hurt, but with some water as well. Stuff like that. I want to try and make it fun. I want to make sure I'm having fun, which is why I'm not streaming now, because I have loads of games on my computer, which I'm looking at. I'm not just looking into an abyss, but I'm just not really into streaming any of them. Minecraft is overdone. My mum just actually gifted me Undertale that she got for like £1.69. Cheers, mum. Which I don't really feel like playing now, nor I feel like is the best to go into streaming from. I want to do something that I enjoy because other people will enjoy my enjoyment. I don't have to put up a fake face to anyone. That is kind of where I am at in life. I feel like I do have only 2 years, especially because, and something I didn't really mention at the beginning of the video, the kind of industries I want to get into, or not really want, but kind of feel forced to get into if this doesn't work, I'm actually kind of not allowed to have any sort of thing like this as a side gig. Like obviously when you go into jobs, even if it's a business job, they don't want you to have a digital footprint, but some of the jobs I'm looking to get into possibly, it's not allowed at all. So that is really why I feel like I only have 2 years, because it's genuinely not a possibility for me to do videos afterwards. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want me to get ice bucketed or want me to succeed in life. Your choice. I'm like a Make-A-Wish kid, fuck's sake. I'll see you guys later. Famalam.